How about some peanut butter chicken fingers? Excuse me. Chicken cutlets cut the length of, fingers. Or you can buy those packages that have the little fillet taken out of the breast, and they're all the same. So we're going to season. We have egg mixed. We're going to make the egg mixed with the peanut butter. That's my idea. So it works the way I want it to, not the way other recipes are done. Well, you got to season the chicken. So we use this nice mixture I have of sea salt, which you could tell is not pure white, so it hasn't been refined as much. Whether that makes it better or not, I don't know. It just sounds good. Then mix this up. Now you can't put the seasoning into the breadcrumbs, and you can't put the seasoning into the flour. You have to season directly the item itself. Then you know that it's on there. If you put it in the breadcrumbs, the seasoning goes to the bottom as soon as you start moving the breadcrumbs around. Put it in the flour. Since the flour is lighter than the seasoning, the same thing will happen. And then, do you really know how much to put into the amount of flour that you have? This is the safest and the best way to do it. So, the first step, there's the chicken. Now, then we have flour. You can make a bowl separate and dip that into the flour. Me, I save by just putting the flour right over the chicken, like so. So I waste a little flour. Flour is cheap enough. I don't even know why I said it. I waste a little flour, because you would waste it whether you put it on top or in a side dish. So I'm not going to waste your time or my time showing you how to bread things, because you go from flour, then into the egg, then into the breadcrumbs. So I'm going to set that up, but my egg is different. The peanut butter is going to be in the egg. So let me get set up here. So there's the peanut butter and the egg. See how nice and loose it is? And the garlic and the ginger is also in there, and the sesame oil. Now from this point on, my fingers will be dry, because I'm gonna use the if I can find it. You only want your hands to be dry. You cannot take a piece of chicken, put it into the egg mix, take it out with your hands and put it into the breadcrumbs. You destroy the breadcrumbs. So first, put some chicken into the mixture. Mix it up. Shake it off a little, because you don't need any excess on here. You lay that into the breadcrumbs. Either do it by hand, or me, how's that? That is coated with the breadcrumbs and the sesame seeds. So now do that to all the chicken, and then we're going to cook it in butter. This is going to be a rich dish. Like I said, with butter, well, I changed my mind. We're going to do it with butter and olive oil. That way, the butter doesn't burn. That's about 1/4 cup. And then we'll top it off with some oil. Your favorite oil, I just happen to be using olive oil. I use that for almost everything, even though you shouldn't. Almost everything, but not deep frying. This is what I have left over from the mixture, and that's relatively nothing. And from the breading, just about 1 cup. Now, don't put the breadcrumbs in such a small dish like I did. Put it in something like a pie pan, easier to work with. I only did it because of the space I had on the stove, and I was only making 1 piece at the time. So we'll raise this up a little bit. We don't want to be too hot. You want golden brown. Golden brown on the chicken. Now I could use a larger skillet, I have it, but I am not in the mood to do that. That means I probably have to use more butter. Maybe yes, maybe no. There we go. Look at those beautiful cutlets. I mean, little fingers. Actually, they look larger than fingers. Anytime you use panko, that's what happens. You can deep fry this, but I'm looking for something extra rich. That's why I'm cooking it in butter. It happens sometimes. You want to stay away from it, but eventually it gets you. So what I have here actually is enough for 3 people, which is pretty good. 4 pieces, 4 pieces, and 4 pieces with a little piece left over. That's pretty good for the original amount of only 10 ounces. Now, if it was the chicken just cooked plain the way it was, of course it wouldn't be enough. But you see that they come out much larger when you use the panko. Okay, so I'm just gonna cook these 4. The rest I'll cook later. So you get to look, see. This doesn't take long. The butter and oil is doing a good job. Now it's a possibility you might have to add more to do the rest. You could also, if you wanted to, just spray this stuff with Pam, or spray it with olive oil. Put it in a pan like this, but not too close together, and put it in about a 450 oven. And you watch, you'll have the same thing, but not the rich buttery flavor. No sauce is going with this. I'm just going to put the pieces over some rice, which I just made a video of brown rice and mushrooms. So usually you can tell, I was premature in lifting it. You don't even have to lift it. All you have to do is see the edges go a little bit brown, and then it should be ready to turn over. Or ready for you to look at it to see if it's ready. And I did put it in a pan that wasn't as hot as it is right now. Now, once I turn this over, it's only going to take about another minute or two to finish cooking. So we're going to get a plate. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to present this tonight for dinner with the rice, and then of course you can do whatever you want. You can have it with spaghetti, noodles, couscous. See? Nice. And of course, the pan that you're using. Let me just lift it up for a minute. No, can you see the base of that? It has a nice thick bottom, so it evenly distributes the heat. That's why all the pieces come out just about the same color. And if you notice the sesame seeds, just the right amount. And if you really love sesame seeds, add another 2 tablespoons to the whole mixture. If you don't want to use panko breadcrumbs, you can use regular breadcrumbs. The difference is this has a better appearance. And should be a little crunchier than the regular breadcrumbs. There was one more thing I wanted to say, but it slipped my mind. If you know it, or you don't, my website, chefrobertcorey.com, sometimes people don't pay attention to what's printed, is free and has over 600 recipes, all categorized, easy for search. It's much easier for a person if they want to see my recipes to go there instead of trying to find them on YouTube, which is, you don't know what you're looking for. So you can browse there, and then of course it's linked to YouTube. Now, firm, see that firmness? That chicken's ready. So we'll just take it out. I'm going to lower the flame because I have to finish cooking this, the rest of the pieces. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to present this on another plate. Now I mound the of course this is the main course, so well, you can use this as an appetizer too. Have the rice. There's my rice. And let me back this away a little bit. And then you just take the chicken. And put it like so. That's plenty to eat. Matter of fact, it might be too much for some people that are a little bit smaller in stature. Anyway, I hope you enjoy that chicken, and I'll finish cooking mine for dinner.